Hey Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another Friday Sit Rep. It is an awesome Friday here at Brickmania because we have a brand new Blackhawk as well as a new Skyhawk available. The Blackhawk is on pre-order, the Skyhawk is available right now, and then we also have the Roman Chariot. So without further ado, let's dive into the design room and take a little closer look at what Brickmania was up to this week.
So we're checking in with Dan Siskin once again, and guess what? We've got another helicopter. This is Super 6.8, the direct action penetrator Blackhawk, and you've made quite a few adjustments from the last one, so tell me a little bit about what we're looking at here, Dan.
Well, this is, not only is it a direct descendant of the last Blackhawk helicopter kit that I did, but it is the actual same helicopter that's on the box cover of the MH-60L, the last version. So I had an opportunity to do another Blackhawk. It was either this or the Stealth Blackhawk. I felt I didn't have time to do the Stealth Blackhawk, so this is my second choice of projects that I wanted to work on. This is an upgrade of that Super 6.8, the Razor's Edge that was our last kit, but I also wanted to make a modern version because this is greatly added to. This is greatly updated since the last kit we made was basically a snapshot of 1993. So fast forward almost 20 years, and you have this kit. So this is the same helicopter in a new configuration. So Super 68, it's an MH-60L Lima Blackhawk, and that would be used by the 160th SOAR. So this is a special operations helicopter.
And Super 6.8 served its entire time with the 160 SOAR.
Yeah, it did the whole time, and it was upgraded at various times. So this thing, it was actually forced down. It was shot and just damaged in the Operation Gothic Serpent. Made it back to the airport and soldiered on for many more years until it was finally retired in 2013. This configuration, direct action penetrator (DAP), it is a top cover version, like a gunship support version of the Blackhawk that would accompany other Blackhawks dropping operators off on special missions. So this is a total fire support package. The way I have it loaded up now is actually the way that the helicopter is preserved at the Army Aviation Museum in Fort Rucker. So I was like, okay, we have pictures of this thing in the museum in the exact configuration, so we actually copied it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there's everything about this is the same as the one that's in the museum. The only problem is you're looking at a prototype model. It doesn't have the printed parts.
Right, which I understand we're kind of loading up on this one.
Well, we're replacing all of the stickers on the previous version because we now have more expanded printing capacity. So we're going to use it. It'll have 4 guys. Right now, I just have the Red Ninja test pilots in here. They're just there to make sure it all fits. But there'll be new guys. New updated aviators will be two pilots, 2 chiefs, with all new gear. It's going to be cool. They'll actually have helmets with night vision goggles already attached to them, so they'll be flying in that configuration. The main things that you'll notice, the big adds, they did add this fuel boom, updated the sensor package. They'll have a new sensor ball in the bottom. It does have these bat wings with the extensive weapons. These are actually the shorter version of the wings. There's a longer version that can hold twice as much stuff.
Intimidating looking.
But they have forward-facing miniguns. These are just the rifle caliber miniguns. And then you've got this is like a 30mm chain gun. It's the same gun that would be on the chin of the Apache. Okay. But they have it just fixed firing forward. So another massive gun. And then you have the Hydra rocket pod. They did, with this configuration, they could actually put Hellfire rockets on it. So if you have a Seahawk, you can take your Hellfires and off your Seahawk and do that alternative. There will be printing throughout the inside. The cockpit has our standard printing. Blackhawk, it's becoming standard because we've done a few of these now. Of course, printed tail boom. The Razor's Edge will be printed on the window. And then a bunch of sensors will be printed, so it's going to be cool. And then of course 4 figures, and it's not like a super bank breaker either. It's kind of cool that this isn't going to be like, quite as expensive as you might think an upgraded version would be. But it's so I'm kind of excited about that as well.
Well, especially for a vehicle that is as iconic as the Razor's Edge too. It's kind of nice that it is available to people who are able to scoop it up.
Right, and this is just totally appropriate for the Spec Ops month we have coming out in September. So this particular helicopter served for more than 20 years. Went through all the upgrades. Now all of the 160 stores using Mike's MH-60M. It's an updated version with a glass canopy, glass cockpit and stuff. So it would have the similar controls that were in the Seahawk that we did. But this is the last of the old Mike's or the old Limas. It's pretty cool. It's a historic helicopter, and I'm excited to be able to do it.
Yeah, an absolutely phenomenal kit available right now on pre-order for Spec Ops Bricks Razor's Edge Super 6.8. All done up as the direct action penetrator. Dan, thanks for checking in.
You're welcome.
All right, so we are checking in at Brennan's desk because we're taking a look at the A4E Skyhawk. This is kind of a surprise drop. Wasn't on pre-order. It is available right now in its single batch, or I think it's actually a double batch.
I think we're
but
doing
it'll
a
only
double.
be available once. So a very exclusive release and an awesome looking model. Brennan, talk to us a little bit more about what we're looking at here.
So this was a bit of a passion project for me. I spent
Okay.
a lot of time working on this. This thing is, and it's not exactly a plane everybody knows about. I suppose if you know about the Blue Angels back in, I think, the late 70s, early 80s, or if you've seen Top Gun, you know about these things. They're
Yep.
these little nimble planes that are sometimes mistaken for fighters because of how sleek they are. They're actually called, some of the pilots referred to it as the Scooter. Others referred to it as Heinemann's Hot Rod. It's a design of Ed Heinemann, who you may know from some of his other designs, like the SBD Dauntless, for example. That's the same guy. And he came out, which, when you see the Dauntless in comparison to this, it's very different, and yet the purpose is very much the same. It's meant to deliver ordnance to a very particular spot. It looks faster than it really is. It's subsonic attack aircraft. It's got a lot of amazing printing that we put on this. So you've got your aircraft designation number on the side here. You've got your warning triangles for the air intakes and for the ejection seat and the rescue handle. We've got it specifically flying off the USS Oriskany, a carrier from back in Vietnam, and specifically flying with the Saints, that's VA-163, off the carrier. Got this lovely Navy slope print here. The aircraft's, I believe it's the carrier group designation is AH, which is connected to the Oriskany. So you'll see that both on the side here, along with the aircraft's 300 designation number, and on the tail, which is a sticker.
Which there's only like two of, well, one for each side, right? This is a sticker. This is a sticker.
And then we've got
this is a sticker.
2 stickers up here on the cockpit.
Got it. Okay, cool.
Which are
Everything else you're looking at here, though, is all custom printed.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we've got that. We've got the roundels on the sides of the fuselage and the wing here. And if you can see in there, it's kind of hard to see. But so we've got the gun sight here. I can actually pop this off here and give you a slightly
we have
better
like
look.
a printed pilot seat and everything in here too.
We do. It's kind of, again, hard to see behind him, but he's, if you can get that shot. So we've got the seat rest with the ejection handle on there, and then if you turn it a bit, you can really see that gun sight in there. It's a really funky, this is just before they're coming out with HUDs and stuff, so you're going to see HUDs on stuff like the F4 Phantom and stuff from this era, but this is just before that, and so you've still got that really iconic, like, World War II-ish gun sight look to it. So
That's awesome.
classic. We've also got our custom pilot here with a fun little decal on his helmet, so he's a lot of fun. And yeah, so
I think one of the things that really jumps out about this model as well is just that ordnance that you have underneath. You
Yeah.
want to show off that payload
yeah.
a little bit?
So we've got a lot strapped underneath this thing. This thing was known for carrying a ton of ordnance all at once. Usually carried a couple of drop tanks just to extend the range, but right now we've got 2, I believe it's the AGM-12 Bullpup. That's a clustered bomb, basically, or it's a missile. And then we've got 2 triple racks of Mark 82, just a general purpose 500-pound bomb.
Yeah, got it.
I did some research, so it could carry, when they were doing some tests out at China Lake, it could carry 2 of these triple racks here, but it could carry 2 more sets of double triples here and here, and those were 250-pound bombs, but that's still a lot of explosives just strapped under one plane. It's incredibly, incredibly powerful for its tiny size. Oh, and we've also got your lovely little arrestor hook down here, if you'd like that, and retracting landing gear as well. So those
nice. That's super clean. Look how quick that is.
turn and fold up in there, and that'll just tucks way up in there.
So pretty swooshable, I'm imagining, because it looks like you've got it up and are moving it around.
Yep.
It's pretty much a solid brick. There's no real like hollowness to the fuselage or anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can grab it just about anywhere. Maybe not here on the tail,
Sure.
but
Anywhere
if you
on
can,
the main, yeah.
if you can get a grip in here, you can just fly that thing any way you want. Maybe be
Perfect.
careful of the ordnance because you can knock that off, but it's fairly sturdy itself. So if I can get these gear back down.
Absolutely phenomenal. So like we said, this model is ready to ship to your door.
Yeah.
2 batches available. There will be some in our retail stores. Otherwise, we expect it to go very, very quickly online. But there you have it. The A4E Skyhawk, designed by Brennan. Thanks for checking in, man.
Absolutely.
All right, and last up, checking in with our Medieval Bricks new release. This is the most recent mini kit, the Roman Chariot with Legionary. And as you can see here, we got some awesome printing going on. We got the minifigure all loaded up. I'm with Dan, because this is his build. Tell me a little bit more about, what we're looking at.
Well, this is kind of a quick and dirty build that we made. It was going to be an exclusive with the Praetorium kit, and figured at the last second that wouldn't be fair because we're only making 10 Praetoriums, and everybody's going to want the Chariot.
Yes.
So we decided to relent and make a separate batch. There's only 50. The biggest caveat being these horses are very difficult to get. So we were able to get enough horses to make 50 kits. We'll try to make more in the future, but that's where our limitations are
now.
Yeah. So don't wait. It's a very simple chariot, but then again, the Roman chariot design was meant to be light, nimble, simple. It fits one figure in there. Comes with one figure. So actually, we decided to include
fully loaded Legionary.
Yeah, just ejected the shield. And of course, if you haven't gotten your Legionary yet, this may be one of your last chances to get them for a while. So let me put this guy back together. There we go. So
sharp.
Yeah, Legionary comes with full Legionary. It's the same Legionary that we sold as a separate figure. You can put them on the Chariot as your solo pilot, solo driver. If you do have the Praetorium, you could have your commander being chauffeured by the Legionary soldier. So 2 guys will fit. It's a tight squeeze to get them in there, but you can fit two guys in the Chariot cockpit area here. So it is a rather. I want to say basic. It's not. It's kind of elegantly simple.
Yeah, but it's also very functional in the sense that it's durable, holds together, and it's playable.
And if you have the Praetorium, there's actually room in the stable for your horses and the Chariot. So
unreal.
Yeah, if you have the Praetorium, make sure you get this because it's kind of the accessory to have.
Indeed.
For the lucky few who were able to pick those up.
To pull the trigger. But for many, many more, this will be available as a standalone new release for Medieval Bricks. Available right now on Brickmania.com. Like we said, got all that awesome printing and comes with the fully loaded Legionnaire. Dan, thanks for checking in.
All right, so that will do it for the Friday sit rep. We're looking ahead to Monday real quick here. We got some awesome stuff on the horizon, including restocks of the modern Russian Special Forces and the modern U.S. Navy SEAL coming on Monday. So there will be a minifigure Monday, and we will have Landon joining us in studio to talk through some of those. But just a little bit of a heads up early because I'm sure those will go fast. So odds are if you have to wait until you see them in the sit rep coming on Monday, they will already be gone, at least those 2 anyways. And then we got a couple more restocking as well. Stay tuned for that, and thank you very much for watching.